Well, welcome back, everybody. So the party during the intro is continuously planning on what they are doing. I'm gonna turn our battle music back on because we are still.
What if
in
the
combat.
slime had a change of heart for the new year? I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, he got a little taste of Belthas and he just spits him out.
It's elf.
He's too good. He doesn't taste good. You know, only bad things taste good.
Ew, this one reeks of honor.
Like dark meat versus white meat. I don't know. This night is too holy.
All right, well, I got us back up, and we're still in initiative. And Belthas, you had tried to move, and that thing had reached out and grabbed you and sucked you in. So you technically still have your action.
Perfect.
And if I recall, it still said that you can attack it from the inside.
Right. That is fortunate for me.
And you do have a boon from chat as well.
You do have the boon from chat.
Sweet. Oh, that's right, boon from chat, which I'm absolutely going to likely use here. I know that sword didn't do much when the last time I swung against this thing, so I am still holding my torch.
You are still holding your torch.
So knowing that the sword doesn't seem to have much of a effect in here, I'm just going to try to swing it madly inside.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say that, like, so your torch is kind of like hanging out of it right now, still aflame.
Okay.
You can kind of pull it into you as like an attack.
Let's do it.
And by doing so, since you're like inside of it, and all you got to do is like pull it, I'm gonna give you a boon, an extra boon on the attack. Because you're
merciful.
Because you're like attacking yourself. You're just pulling it into you.
So here goes nothing. I think this will calculate everything right. Let's see.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
For 3 points of damage.
3 damage.
3 damage. You guys, the rest of you, and Belthas, you can probably sense this as well as you're inside. So what happens is, as soon as that torch goes in, it puts the torch out. So your torch is no longer ignited as you're inside this liquid. But upon that fire hitting this ooze, you see bubbles and steam kind of just start to like burst out from that impact point, and it recoils extensively. It did not like that at all.
It's almost as if we should have had an elementalist with us.
And now, since Calcica was looking at it in the earlier and trying to determine what this, it's now starting like the ooze starting to be a little bit more wavy and ripply on the outside. Doesn't look like it has all of its form completely together. If we were playing D&D, I would tell you that it's bloodied, but we're playing Dragonbane, so I'll just let you use your imagination.
It's bubbled.
Cool. I think that's all I can do.
All right, Belthas' turn ends, which means we bring it to a new round. So I'm going to shuffle our initiative deck, and we're going to re-deal these out and reorder them. And Geyer, you are the lucky number 1 right here.
Well, number 2.
Well, yeah. The first one to go.
So, I know I dove underwater. Where am I in relation to where this thing has Belthas right now?
You didn't really dive underwater. It was only 3 feet of water, so you're probably just like,
waist deep.
Waist deep, yeah.
Okay.
You're pretty much standing right next to where it's at, so...
How far from Belthas am I?
He's right in the middle of a very large ooze. You're gonna have to, like... I mean, he's... What, 3 meters away?
Okay. This changes my plan a little bit. This may actually work out better. Okay, what do I have with me?
And Geyer, if I got that mark on your token, are you still under the effects of that poison? think
do not remember.
I think you are still under that effect, so you actually have to make a con roll to start your turn to see if you can actually go. If you guys look, I did add in your Roll20 a quick rolls section. So if you guys can see those quick rolls, I put some tables in there to help us, and I got the poison rolls in there.
I forgot how many conditions I had. Now I'm looking and I'm depressed.
Oh,
I forgot. Yeah, I was Mopey Connery before this.
We're Mopey
Let's see,
Connery.
yeah, Mopey Connery. Yeah. Yeah, you're under the effect of paralyzing poison, so that means that you got to make a con roll each turn. If it fails, you can neither move or perform actions, not even free actions that round.
okay, that's right.
So you have to try to make your con roll first to see if you get to do anything this turn.
Okay, then yeah, never mind. I am not going to be doing anything.
Did you roll?
Oh, no, I just took off my condition.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
nope.
it is. Oh no! 15's not going to do it?
Nope.
And you don't have any conditions to take, so you can't push it, can you?
No.
Oh no. So Belthas is just stunned with the fear of watching his companion get sucked inside the giant ooze. And now
He's... Garrett's like,
it's the ooze's turn. What's the ooze going to do? A d6 roll to determine that. A 6. Oh boy. What does a 6 do? I will find out. Oh no. You know what? It can't roll that because it just did that to Belthas. It can't do 2 in a row. Thank the good Lord. Because that would have been terrible to have 2 people inside of it. Once again, this terrible ooze emits a poisonous cloud out from its pores. And it fills the space. Everybody within 10 meters must roll. Well, actually, I think everyone's already dazed. Is that correct? From the last time the poison went out?
Yeah, dazed.
I'm
Yeah, I
not.
already had.
I am.
everyone.
I succeeded last.
Well,
I
it says everyone... The victims become dazed, so you automatically become dazed. And are exposed to the paralyzing poison, potency 12. So everyone now should have dazed clicked off on their character as this cloud consumes the space. I need to have everybody except for Belthas. Belthas is safe from this attack because he's within.
Safe in the jello.
He's self within. Everyone, well, actually, and if you cannot take the dazed condition, then you take a d6 willpower point damage. So if you're already full of conditions, you take a d6 willpower, and then I think if you run out of willpower, you take a d6 HP.
What about if we have dazed, but we have other conditions we could take also?
Then you must choose another condition to take.
Okay, so I will do... I guess I'll do sickly.
Sickly.
That
Well, yeah,
seems
that seems appropriate.
appropriate.
Yeah, that's it. As you almost belch a little bit from the terrible scent of this terrible poison cloud.
And then what's the roll for the
What
poison thing?
Poison is that you guys are going to make con rolls, and I have to roll against each one of you to see if I succeed. I got to roll a 12 or better. So I'm going to start left to right. So I'm going to start with Connery. A 3 is going to succeed. Connery, you got to roll against your con.
Alright, let me do a quick con roll. Boop.
Alright, you technically succeed, but I beat you.
I don't like the way you worded that. That's,
And the way
can,
to
can I
point-
push it? Can I push it? Can I push it?
You can, if you choose to.
Alright. You still beat me?
I still beat you.
Dang.
So the
Well,
way
now
it
I'm
works
sickly.
is when you impose con, if the poison wins, you suffer its full effect. If you win, you only suffer the limited effect. So you're gonna suffer the full effect. So you become exhausted and you have to do the same thing that Geyer does at the beginning of his turn. He had to make a con save or not take a turn at all. And if you don't have any conditions, or if your exhausted is already clicked off, you'll have to take a different condition.
And if you can't take a different one, then you start rolling dice like me.
You start getting drained. Like, I failed against Calcica. Calcica, did you roll your constitution?
I'm about to, but the fact that you failed gives me some level of hope.
It does. If both fail, then we roll again. Oh, you succeed. So you suffer the limited effect, which means you just become exhausted.
Okay.
If exhausted's already checked, you have to take a different condition.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Roll against Tenumeral is going to succeed with a 9. What did you roll for yours, Tenumeral? 14?
Yeah, I failed.
Failed. So you're going to also be exhausted, if you're not already exhausted. And you have that... You can push. Yeah, if you want to try to take a condition to push, you can.
Okay, I have one left. I could do dazed.
Okay.
Woo.
Okay, so you take the limited effect, which means you still suffer the exhausted condition, but you're not like having to make con rolls every single time.
Yay.
And if you're already exhausted, you just have to take a different condition. Okay.
Oh, so you roll a 3 for me, but everybody else you roll high.
Now I'm conditioned up. I am now officially at max condition.
Geyer, I rolled a 2 against
it's
you.
Christmas colors.
Oh gosh.
Okay, no way yeah.
It's gonna be double poison?
So basically what happens is he's still poisoned, but what you'll have to do is roll a d6 and take either the willpower damage or the health damage, depending on what you have left. 2 points of... Is that willpower still?
Yep, I'm almost out of willpower, but that was willpower. I got 2 willpower left.
Oh no! All right. So everyone is... Okay, yeah. So Calcica and Tenumeral, the only 2 that are still without the poison condition now. All right. Conry. The start of your turn, you have to make that con roll because you're poisoned.
Oh, looks like I'm pushing it.
Pushing it again. Oh no!
All right, looks like I'm also all conditioned out and poisoned. So what's the effect?
Well, you just don't get to take a turn.
Oh.
Yep, on your turn, because you failed that roll, you don't get to take your turn. Unfortunately, you're just there. Hey, thank you for the subscription.
So, can the 4K camera pick up my single teardrop? No. All right. Well,
I can go back in and post edit some in there for you.
Right.
Oh no!
Paralyzed. All right.
It comes to Tenumeral. Tenumeral, what do you do?
Okay, I have a question for you, Michael. Could I potentially levitate Belthas?
Wow. I don't see why not, unless the rules say you can't.
Doesn't say anything about being in a giant amoeba.
Levitate. You levitate yourself or another person or object up to human size and let it float up to 6 meters in any direction, after which it lands gently or drops to the ground. You decide. Oh, yeah. Each additional power level lets you levitate the target another 2 meters. Hey, thank you for the bits. We appreciate that. Whoa. We'd love to see some more Alien RPG. Absolutely. Yeah, we probably got some more coming down the pipe, actually, in 2024. So stay tuned for that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't see
it. Part of that.
Nothing in the rules say that you can't do it.
All right. Am I within 6 meters?
Float up to 6 meters in any direction. Yeah.
Am I close enough to
2, 4,
him?
6. You'd have to move 1 square closer to him to be able to cast it.
Like this way?
Yep, you're right on that little ledge. You're like dangling off that little ledge at the top there, looking down at him.
All right, so please work.
All comes down to this. Oh, big
Succeeding.
roll! Succeeding!
Alrighty.
Now, I did want to ask you a quick
fun.
question. When you cast your spells, what ability do you use, and are you under the effect of having one of those conditions checked?
I use.
You
What
might
do
have
I-
to roll with a Bane if you have that condition checked.
Yes.
Oh no!
Well, I don't know. What is it? It's my mentalism skill.
So it'd be your your intelligence based, right?
Will. Well, regardless, I have all the conditions, so I guess I have to roll twice.
Yep, you'll have to roll twice and take the higher results.
Fuck.
Oh no!
Okay.
And you can't push it, can you? Because you don't have any conditions left, huh?
No.
The spell unfortunately fails. Belthas, you feel some kind of force start to take over you and move you just the slightest bit, and then you just stop moving inside and continue to feel the burn of the acidic liquid around you.
God damn.
Nice try.
Survive another turn, I'll try it again.
just hang on, Belthas. All right. You still have some movement if you want to use it to numeral, but it's your choice.
How much can I move in a turn again?
I think
It's
elves can
20.
move 5 or 6, and you moved 1 already. So whatever it is, you subtract 1.
It's also based on your agility, isn't
You'd
it?
be the only one to survive the entire.
Oh yeah, I have 12 as my movement down on my sheet. So let me just.
And also in chat, a player boon has been redeemed to go to numeral for the next turn. So
Nice.
jot down that you've got a boon or something so we don't forget.
So, I think I could go over here.
Oh yeah, you definitely have enough.
I think that's the furthest I can go. So I'm just gonna try to hang out over here.
All right, the creature goes a D6. A 1 is a 1 bad. I cannot remember.
Everything's bad.
Everything's bad. That's right.
Oh, the mishap menu.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a D6 to see who this goes against. Well, within 2 meters, it can only go against Calcica or. I'll roll a D4. 1 and 2, it's Calcica. 3, 4, it's Geyer. Geyer is the lucky winner. A tentacle comes flaring out at you, Geyer, and smacks you in the side of the face. And I think
goes the
you
duck.
lost all your... Didn't you lose all your actions for this turn?
Yeah, I failed the roll.
So you're going to take a D10 bludgeoning damage. 8 points
Oh my god.
of bludgeoning
And Geyer is unconscious.
Armor protects this. Do you have armor?
Not wearing armor.
Oh no!
Remember, I had taken it off because of the
And the
magic.
swimming. Oh,
And-
magic, yeah.
Wasn't gonna
Geyer.
retcon it.
Wait. Didn't we agree on the ring? Oh, that's right.
Right, we did it after.
Still
The,
refused.
right, it's.
Right.
I had already taken it off before we had made that decision.
And Geyer falls into the water.
Oh, ducks can't drown, right? Right?
Pretty
Sure, I
sure.
can.
No?
I'm face down in 3 feet of water.
I just want to know, like, do we have to save both people or just one?
looks like there might be 2 people need some saving though. But you remember in Dragonbane, when you hit 0 hit points, you're not technically unconscious. You're just like a mumbling dazed, and you can rally yourself, or your friends can rally you to continue to fight. So remember, there's rallying rules in the rulebook as well. That's all it can do on its turn, is knock Geyer out.
I could rally the duck.
Oh, I forgot about this. Make another con roll for me, Geyer. It made contact with you.
Yeah. You lose your action while you're dead. Whoops. The dungeon master is a cruel, cruel beast.
Yeah, no, that's a fail.
But the monster also failed.
Mm.
So what happens if you both fail? Let me see these rolls again. Whenever you... Oh, it's the opposed... Gotta find those opposed rolls. I should have put those in as a quick link too. Opposed rolls. What happens if you don't fail? Opposed rolls. If your roll fails, your action fails as well, regardless of your opponent's roll. Okay. So it just fails, from what I can see.
Works for me.
No. If your roll fails, your action fails as well, regardless of your opponent's roll. Okay. Yep. And he failed. So you don't take any additional effects, thank goodness, Geyer. And that moves us to Kalsika's turn.
Kalsika was freaking out over Belthas being stuck, and now seeing this thing smack Geyer and knock him down. You just see her face get entirely beat red, and her eyes go like double wide, and she is going to attack this thing, and if I hit, it will be a backstabbing, so it will be more damage.
Okay.
Because I am so ready to kill this goddamn thing.
That does hit.
Okay.
Successful strike as you slash across it again.
Okay. So 2d8. So it's 2d8 and plus 4 to make this damage roll.
Hey, Happy New Year, Eric. Appreciate you stopping in.
Well, Happy New Year. Oh, that's a
18
beautiful.
damage. 18 damage to this thing with the cursed knife in the spot where Belthas burned it. Just for the record, that's where I was aiming.
As you
I am so done with this thing.
You carve into it. Slime and ooze go flying everywhere and sizzle off the rocks beside you. It does not look happy, and it looks very, very hurt, but it still contains Belthas inside, and it's still standing there with, or just...
Point of question, just for visual, for imagination standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Carving into the spot where Belthas burned it, is it splitting at all? Is it opening at all? Is it like a shallower space for Belthas to potentially move out of, or one of us to move into to grab him?
It carves out, and it's like it's liquid, so it just like collapses in. Yeah, but it doesn't look as stable as it once was. It looks rippling and bubbling, and all the it just looks bad.
Kalsika's just screaming.
Oh. Belthas is just marinating.
Marinating Belthas.
Great.
How many?
Anything else,
Points
Kalsika?
does he have left?
That's for me to know, and you guys to discuss. Oh, Belthas.
Belthas.
On a scale of 1 to 15, no. Belthas is about, he's hurt, but he's still got some strength in him.
He could survive another round or two.
He looks like he's got some fight left in him. Yeah.
But we'll find out how much he has left in just a second, because at the start of Belthas' turn, he takes a D6 acid damage. And it's only one point of acid damage from being inside of it. And armor doesn't protect you from it, so you just take 1 point of damage.
Gotcha.
And what would you like to do, Belthas?
I do think I have to roll to make sure that I can actually
yes, you do.
This turn.
Yep.
This is,
con.
I believe, a con, yeah.
Against your con. And that's a good roll. Do you have a Bane in this roll at all?
I don't think I do. I think con is the only condition I don't have yet.
Well, that's
I keep saving.
Oh, that's good. So you can act.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Now, being in here, technically you can't move while you're in here, but you could still Like your movement is 0. It's like being grappled.
Yeah. Let's see. So the torch is no good. The only other thing I have ready is my shield.
Your shield.
Yeah.
Didn't you have your sword?
I do have my sword, but it doesn't seem to be doing so well against this thing. I'm gonna try whapping it with my shield, like trying to just basically smash some of this goo out of the way. This would be a bludgeoning type attack.
Bludgeoning attack? Okay, good.
Yeah. And shields, I think I can use any, like when you're using a shield, you use any weapon skill, apparently.
Hey, Nikki Rain, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it.
So let's see how this goes.
Come on, Belthas. You can do it. We all have faith in you.
Okay!
It succeeds.
Yeah?
It does damage. Look at that damage.
It's not gonna see, but
8 points of damage. Now you will see.
Scoop some goo out of the way.
You do scoop some goo. Not as much as you'd expect, but you do scoop some goo out of the way. And this thing is barely holding on.
All right. That's it.
That's
End
turn. So that's the top of the order. So we're gonna shuffle the initiative deck once more, and we're gonna see what the initiative deck has for us. Maybe it'll be kind to you.
Please be first. Please be first.
Let's see how kind it was to you. Belthas, you are first. The initiative order was very kind to you guys.
All right, I am going to swing sword this time. So do you have to? I'll take some damage, right? Take some damage by virtue of being
at the start of your
inside
turn, but yeah, you will take a d6 acid damage, 2 points of acid damage.
Oh, this thing's slowly burning me down, but it's still got some fight in me.
Slowly digesting Belthas.
Now, can I act? Can I act? Just barely.
Oh, yep, you can act.
All right, swinging the broadsword. Oh wow,
that's gonna hit for 11 damage.
Cutting into this slimy goo.
You carve some more out of it. It still has like your arm and sword are like hanging out the side of it. Like you guys can see like Belthas is starting to emerge from it, but he's still stuck there.
Oh my god, he's being born again.
What's that scene? The Jim Carrey movie, The Pet Detective or something?
Ace Ventura, yeah.
No.
To Numeral, it is your turn. What do you do?
I want to try to still get him out of this thing, even though he's going nuts in there. I'm worried about my friend being inside globs of shit. So
Yeah, as you should.
I will hope for the best here.
All right, we got him. That's. Oh, you got it with a 7. It's a successful.
Oh, I forgot. I have to move closer, don't I? So that
Well, you just have to move 2 squares closer. You got plenty.
Here.
Yeah. So you levitate him out 6 meters in any direction. So you get to move him 3 squares. Where do you want to put him?
Belthy. You're gonna go. Let's see. 3 squares?
3 squares in any direction from where he is. Yeah.
Does that start where the?
Thank you, Blitz Greybeard, for the gifted subscriptions.
Does that start where the goo's border ends?
You start from where Belthas's token is, so it's going to take you 2 to get him kind of like completely out of the ooze.
So it looks like that this is like a square. How do you do that thing where it makes the spot? Can you see where
Hold
I'm
the click. Hold left.
Oh, you're
click.
talking about me.
Hold down
There we
shift and then click. Yep.
That's the first one, right?
Yep, that would be first. Yeah, you can move him diagonally 3.
Then.
Yeah, if you're going in this direction, you can get him this far. You see where I moved him to?
Yeah, so I'm gonna get him over there, and he will land gently.
Gently. You don't just slam him down like you did Geyer.
No, pull him out.
So you guys watch Tanumeral hold out her hands, and you can see this magical energy exhibited from her eyes as they begin to glow, and Belthas just floats out of the ooze dripping off of his feet as he just goes and gently rests on one of these ledges near the exit.
Was he supposed to be one more over?
No, because it took 1, 2. That would have been 3. Because the
Okay,
ooze he was like right in the center of it. So
Okay.
great idea. Great idea.
Brilliant. Okay. Belthas, are you okay?
Thank you. Thank you for that.
We need to get out of here.
But it's almost it.
She'll just glare at him at that statement.
And Connery, at the beginning of your turn, I need you to make a con roll to see if you can even act due to the poison effect.
I have to succeed. It's already in my name.
The initiative cards are very kind to you guys this round.
I'm done.
Oh no, Connery is just stop. He's just stopped. He's in a daze staring at this thing. Geyer, I think at the start of your turn, you need to make a death roll.
Chat may have something there. Chat may have something there.
Okay.
There's something from chat.
Player Boone submitted to Geyer.
Oh,
And
thank you.
And you succeed on your death roll, so that's a death roll success. Now you got to decide what you want to do, Geyer, because I think if you want to, you can try to rally yourself.
Do I have to make the con roll to see if I can even do that first? Because I'm poisoned? Or would the poison be considered gone where I'm...
Rally counts as an action, so yes, you would have to make your con roll as your poison to be able to even have a chance to rally yourself.
And holy hell, I make it.
Oh, you make it. So you do have an action and a rally.
Well, let's try to rally myself.
Now, I think it's harder to do to yourself. Let's see. You can even try to rally yourself rolling against your will with a Bane.
Oh, that works. I've already got a Bane.
Well, you do get... Well, you'd add another Bane to it.
Oh, jeez.
Because they stack in this game.
Okay.
But you do have a boon from chat, so
Yeah,
that would cancel
I'm gonna
one of them
use-
out.
Yeah, I'm going to use a boon, so it's just a straight one Bane roll.
Okay.
My will is pretty good.
Okay. Let's see if you got
That's what I
it.
said about my
Look at that! Look at
And
that!
that'll do it.
A 5 and a 4. So you have rallied yourself. So that did count as your action on this turn, but on your next
Yep.
turn, you can, even with 0 hit points, you can act as normal. As you're up.
Yep.
Whew.
Take my little sleepy guy mask off.
Yeah.
At least I can
Excellent.
try to act.
Yeah. I wonder, like, if you rally yourself as your action, do you get your movement for that turn? I don't see anything about that. If you rally, you can continue acting as normal.
Yeah, I believe since it's considered part of his normal turn.
So I will say this. You technically have your movement. You are standing right next to the ooze. Just so you're aware.
And my hammer's beside me, which I can't pick up.
You can't pick up your hammer yet because you don't have an action. Yes.
Yeah.
Geyer stares at the
Right.
ooze, stares down at his hammer, stares at the ooze, stares down at the hammer.
Geyer's gonna, knowing what just happened, Geyer is gonna try to put a little distance between him and that thing. So I'm trying to move away from it.
Okay, you'll have to succeed on an evade roll to do so. I think you already used your boon from chat.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh, redeemed gift. First initiative card to Calcica.
Ooh.
Oh, write that down in your notes, Calcica. You can choose to use that whenever you want, whenever a new round of initiative is pulled. Success! Oh, barely succeeds. And you can go ahead and finish your movement.
1, 2, 3. Hold on. What's my total movement? I think I can go 5. Yep, I can go 5. 3, 4, 5. And Geyer is cowering behind Tenumeral.
You guys hear nothing but the angry quacking of the duck
Soundboard.
as he comes climbing up past Belthas and Tenumeral. Hunkers down. Well done, Geyer. Well done.
escaped successfully.
You've successfully. Yeah, there it is. Calcica, you are now up.
We're going for broke here. If this thing is, I'm still too blinded by being angry. And here we go.
This thing is barely holding its form together. Oh no! Oh
I'm
no!
pushing it. I'm pushing it. I'm super angry.
Don't you have a boon? From
Everybody
chat?
else has all the conditions.
No, you have a boon. I have
Oh.
first initiative.
Yeah, she has first initiative.
I'm pushing it.
Pushing it.
I'm so done.
Let's see. Oh no! Oh no! An 18 and a 20.
Calcica's just screaming and cursing in every language she's ever heard a curse word in.
Oh my god.
Even
Also
Calcica's
deduct
starting to quack a little bit.
No, Calcica's definitely quacking. Fully.
Oh, Calcica, do you want to move or do you want to stay put next to the
No,
shambling
I'm
ooze?
staying there because Calcica is too angry to think clearly right now.
Oh no. 2 turns of the
She can't.
ooze. Let's see what the ooze does. It's... Oh wait, I rolled the wrong die. It doesn't do a 17 because it doesn't have a 17. But it does do a 4. Let me see what... Can be reminded what a 4 does.
Chat has redeemed a Bane for the Dungeon Master.
I see what you're doing there, chat. I see what you're doing there. Unfortunately, remember, monsters always hit. So...
That's
That's...
a bane on your constitution.
Yeah, so those poison checks, right?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that works. So let's see. So I'm gonna roll for this to see who this is coming after. I'm gonna roll a d4. Sorry, from left to the right. This one's going to Calcica. Calcica, all of a sudden this thing like looks like it retracts a little bit, and then all of a sudden it looks like it's regurgitating out something out of its form as this slime ball gets projectile like forced out of its form directly towards you. As a slime ball comes from the depths of this gelatinous being, it spits a disgusting ball of slime at you.
That's rude.
And you used your action. I don't know if there's any. I don't think you're going to be able to
No,
dodge
it's
it.
fine.
You're going to suffer a D8 bludgeoning damage and risk being exposed to the poison again. So D8, 2 points of acid damage, or bludgeon. It's bludgeoning, so it does.
Okay.
Your armor does have an effect on it.
Great. I'm doing amazing, and I'm not even being sarcastic.
It felt like sarcasm when you kept saying, "I'm fine."
and now what I need you to do is I need you to make a roll against its poison. So you're going to make a con roll on this.
Okay.
And I guess I will be making my roll with a Bane
Recon.
on this one. Fails. A success for Calcica. As Calcica, you're able to... You take the impact, but not a lot of the acid has any effect on you, as most of it just splatters onto the ground beside you and sizzles and fizzes out. So that is the end of the first turn. The second turn it gets to go. It's going to roll a d6 again, and this time it's a 1 again. So a tentacle lashes out. And let's see who this one's going to go against. This time it's Connery.
I don't like your tone.
So a tentacle lashes out towards Connery's not close enough. Actually, the only person within 2 meters is Calcica, so it has to go against Calcica.
It's fine if it wants to lash out and miss. I'm okay with that.
The monster forms tentacles that strike at all enemies within 2 meters. So just Calcica is the only enemy within 2 meters. Suffers a D10 damage and another risk of the poison. 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And make another con roll for me, please. It ain't gonna matter because I failed. Yep, you succeed again against the acid.
Before this next round begins, I'm claiming my first initiative rights.
Claiming your first initiative rights? You got it. We'll shuffle these out and we will deal them again. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to also make Kalsika a number 1 and put her ahead of Geyer. So Kalsika, you get to go first and Geyer will go second.
The song and dance continues. Curse dagger, stabby stab. If it hits, it will be a backstabbing.
All right. What is happening? What is
Okay.
happening, chat?
Okay. You know what?
Bullshit.
Yep, it's the last push I
Bullshit.
can do. It's the last push I can do.
We got something else in here.
What?
We got something else in here. Oh no, that was the Bane. I'm sorry, I saw the Bane from before.
Okay. It is the last push.
Last push. That succeeds barely. So you can roll your.
I'm marking off my willpower points first
Okay.
before I forget.
Yeah, I realized I forgot after I levitated him out. I was so excited it succeeded.
12 damage.
12 damage. Kalsika, describe how this ooze is destroyed.
It's just like she runs through it with the knife, just runs like clear through to the other side of the room by Geyer's hammer and just carves straight through it.
Carves straight through it, and the ooze just kind of separates and just dissolves and slams down to the ground in many different gelatinous puddles around you as it is destroyed.
Yeah.
Well done.
Kalska is fully the whole time she's running through.
Very good. Very
Thank
good.
goodness.
And you
Wow,
guys,
that's language.
you guys
Thank you, ladies here.
out of initiative order.
Kalska picks up Geyer's hammer and will kind of like just start carrying it to him. Like, and she's just angry tears now. I don't think I can grab the hammer symbol, but yeah. I'm walking up to Geyer crying.
Uh-oh.
Should-
Geyer
Wait,
failed a death roll.
Wait, do you still roll them when you're rallied?
Oh,
Yeah.
you do still roll them even if you're rallied.
Continue rolling every
Can-
round.
Every
Can
round.
what do I have to roll to help him be better?
Yeah, everyone needs medical attention.
I think he needs to be, somebody can do like I think a medicine check on him.
Healing, maybe?
It would be your healing rules, saving life. When you have 0 hit points, another person next to you can save your life with a successful healing roll. Without bandages, they get a bane onto the roll. This counts as an actual action. Multiple attempts are allowed. If the roll succeeds, you stop making death rolls and recover a d6 hit points.
Is Connery and everyone still poisoned?
Magic can save lives as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're no longer poisoned. We got to go find the antidote that doesn't exist in this game.
Okay.
Perhaps Ernest is in order.
Well, it does.
Counts as
It wears off after a stretch, so 15 minutes, and the poison
okay.
effect will be wore off.
But yeah, I healed Geyer for 7.
Okay.
Geyer is healed and no longer making death rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Belthas, how'd you
Sorry.
get all the way down there?
He went to go get
Dragging
the
myself.
Do you
mean-
need a healing potion? Should we take a stretch rest while we're here before we move any further?
I don't think it'd be wise to take a stretch rest in a dark, dank dungeon. I think we should go to service and then take a rest.
I'm not gonna make it to the surface without a rest.
Well, I can come heal you.
I mean, in terms of the paralysis, I need a little stretch here.
I'm not paralyzed at the moment. I can move for 6 seconds.
And actually, Geyer, go ahead and make an additional con roll for me.
Okay.
I also am out of willpower points, so I won't be able to levitate anyone across the pass if
Yeah.
anyone fails.
That's
or
a
falls.
fail.
Okay. So I guess we're
Aw.
staying here to sleep.
Ooh, boy.
Not for
No, no.
sleep. Just we need a little take 15, you know?
Okay.
I found a
Um,
bundle of sticks if we want to set it on fire
Geyer.
and create a camp.
Geyer, one of those many times you were pummeled by those tentacles of that creature, you're having a hard time breathing. You think some of your ribs might be broken. So this is a severe injury effect from reaching 0 hit points in the game.
Duck ribs.
You have broken ribs. You have a bane on all skills based on strength or agility for the next 5 days.
Oh. Yeah, we're gonna need my levitate to probably get him across the thing then.
Yeah.
Guy's just laying on the ground, grabbing his ribs.
Okay.
Belthas, come. Don't be so far from us, please.
Yeah.
Just taking a rest over here. Just need a couple minutes. I'm gonna try to start a stretch rest, just leaning against the rocks.
Okay.
I want to do one too.
Okay, you guys are going to do a stretch rest here?
Now, we can only do one stretch a day, right?
Yes. Did you already do
so
one?
Oh.
I cannot do a stretch rest, so I am going to remain poisoned.
No, we did a round rest, not a stretch rest.
No, some of us did a stretch rest.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
you
I
did
can't rest.
before you left Master Tetsu's place. I think some of you took a stretch there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I
the
can't rest.
willpower. Otherwise, some of us would have been dead.
And it was a 4-minute sleep.
Well, the poison,
So-
even without a stretch
so-
rest, the poison still only lasts a stretch, so it only lasts 15 minutes. So you guys are
Okay.
going to get rid of the
Do we
poison effect from
remember-
just hanging out here for 15 minutes if that's what you choose.
Do we remember who did take the stretch rest?
I thought we
Yeah.
decided not to. I don't remember.
I took
No,
one
I
on
definitely
Mark.
did for the willpower.
We
So
took it. Some of us didn't need to, so we didn't bother to.
Did I
So
do it?
did-
I don't remember.
I don't think you did because I didn't think you needed to.
Me?
Yes.
So that's why I recommend using the character sheet, because you can mark it off. Like
Oh, you'll be able to.
I
mark
have
it, yeah.
I have stretch marked off. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely took it.
Okay, so as you guys are taking this rest, you're looking around in here, and you can see that there are still several other like large protrusions of that like geode, that purple glimmering geode, sticking out of different areas within this little pit here that the ooze was making its dwelling.
Yeah, as soon as I recover, I'm gonna start continuing the mission here, of yanking these things off the walls.
Okay,
Did you see that message in the chat? I mean, our chat.
I
Wound insufficient will.
The roll 20.
What do we recover again during like a basic stretch rest? Because I have marked down like what elves get extra, but I don't remember what like the normal is.
If you just click stretch on the character sheet, it'll
I don't
do it
use
for you.
this. I don't use this because I'm lazy to put it all in. I already have it on my PDF.
Yeah, that's how we keep track of it.
Let's see.
you
There we
could just
go.
make a note of it somewhere.
Oh, what you can do, I've seen D&D players buy like those
No,
clear
he's asking
page
if
protectors.
what we do during it's one
During-
condition's healed on the basic one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. I just did it. It's
Yeah.
D6 of will points, a D6 of hit points.
And then one condition. Okay.
And one condition
then
of your choice.
Elves get extra. We get
You get
an
two.
extra D6.
Yeah, you get two
Yeah.
D6.
and an additional condition. Okay. So then we're gonna do.
Mhm. So Belthas, while after you get rested up, I'm not even. You guys aren't even gonna have to roll to get the rest of this gemstone out of here. It comes out as easily as some of the other pieces do. You gotta be kind of cautious around some of the pieces because they are fragile, but you do get as much of the gemstone out as you possibly can. I'm assuming
Gotcha.
you're gonna take all of it that you find.
Well, I can carry one more, I think.
You can carry one more, okay?
Yeah. And then I guess I'll give one to Numeral, and then...
Yeah, this would kind of take up one of your slots
Yeah.
of being able to carry things.
Yeah, I'm full with 3 of them.
There was
So I'll give
only
one to her.
yeah, there was only one left.
And I could carry one.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, at least Belthas isn't poisoned anymore. Oh, well, neither am I. Wow.
Nope, you're not poisoned anymore.
Yeah.
Yep, after 15 minutes, it's gonna wear off. So you
Oh.
guys kind of feel the effects of that terrible ooze poison.
Oh, and
Oops
also
again.
once per session, we can use our mementos to recover an additional condition during a stretch rest.
Yeah. So you guys could use a memento and take a condition off if you want to do that while during the
Oh.
stretch.
Yeah.
But,
So
but
I'm
only if you're
definitely-
taking a
During your-
stretch
Oh,
rest.
Is it only work if you're
Yeah,
taking a stretch
it's-
rest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
only if you're taking the rest. But
Yeah.
I've already used the rest, so I'm just looking to get out of here so I can do a shift.
Okay, so
I am
meditated
mopey,
to-
exhausted. I'm everything.
Question with mementos, that only is like for ourselves, right? Like I can't.
Yes, it's only for yourself.
And that's only if you have it on your being. It's like the memory of having the memento is what removes the condition.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great sentimental value to you. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right,
Do we
so
need
I
rolls across
meditated
the
very
logs again?
deeply. I used my memento. I am feeling much better. No longer scared, angry, or dazed.
We are not going to roll to cross the logs because you guys had enough experience like watching other people cross the logs that you guys have been able to find some good footing to get across the logs as you guys are making your way back through the cave. I did want to mention during your stretch rest, did you guys picked up the hammer, right? Somebody went over to pick up the hammer?
Kalska brought it to Geyer crying.
Yeah.
Kalsika, as you pulled up the hammer, you also noticed that within the small bit of water or liquid that was remaining in that little pool, there were other things lying in there. The equivalent of 2 regular treasure cards and 2 additional treasure cards. So 4 treasure cards I'm going to go ahead and pull out here, and we'll see what they are. So the first one is going to be, let's zoom into here and see what this is. A D6 silver coins. So go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Kalsika, and see how many of those coins there are.
No, that's weird. Look at chat. Oh. What a
4,
coincidence.
4 silver coins.
Chad also says Kalsika found an additional 5 gold in that satchel.
Oh,
What a
Kalsika. There's 5 gold in there.
Thank you.
Chat's being very generous tonight. We'll have to shut that chat down. Here's a second treasure card coming out. Uh-oh, what do we got here? That looks like a big bag of something. 4d6 copper coins.
Okay.
So you can roll 4d6 copper. 16 copper pieces. Let me go ahead and pull an additional treasure card from Philip Reed. What is this? Some kind of amulet. Oh. We need to roll a d3. Who wants to... I think you gotta do /roll 1d3.
Someone else do it. I feel like I'm gonna get the worst one. Someone else do it.
Alright. Who's gonna take this one? Oh, that's the best
There
one
you go.
too. Gold worth 4d10.
Nice roll.
To numeral, roll 4d10 for us to see how valuable this amulet is.
If you roll nothing but 10, it's Flavor Flav's amulet.
That's right. It's a giant golden clock.
What does 4d10 mean? So I roll it 4 times, or do I just type?
You can type that in. You can roll. You can roll /roll 4d10, and it'll roll 27. It's worth 27 gold pieces.
Oh.
So make sure you mark that down somewhere in
I have
your.
I have it under notes.
Under your notes. Excellent. Here's another additional treasure. So 4 cards. Ooh, what do we got here? It looks like a water skin of some sort. Ooh, it could be filled with wine. Somebody roll a d6. Let's see what it's filled with.
Grody old wine.
Okay, Belthas, you roll it this time.
Belthas, go for
Oh
it.
no.
Roll a
Yes.
You make the
d6.
comment, you make the roll.
Yeah. 5. I think
I just missed it.
I think it's filled with water. There you go.
Okay.
So you guys find
It's
a water
filled with
skin.
slime water. That water that the slime was in.
Yummy.
Find out.
Oh, and also
nutritional.
there is an additional. As Connery's walking out, he stumbles upon 5 silver pieces because Chad is being very, very generous again. You guys can thank Dogs for Life later.
Thank you, dog.
I'm just gonna text her really quick. Everyone hold.
Belthas, did you say you gave one of the crystals also to me because you couldn't carry any?
Yes,
Or
if you've got room, and if you don't have room, I think Geyer volunteered.
Oh, I've got one already. I can take another one if we need the carrying space.
I think I'm at my encumbrance because I can only do 5, and I have a quiver, my orb, my grimoire, healing potions, and bandages. So that's my 5.
You could always put the grimoire in the
now
wagon.
someone is sucking
with
up
the
to me in
duck.
chat and giving me a boon after the combat has been it's been resolved. Boy, I tell you what, chat.
Then if Tenuma was full, I would have given the other one to Gyre.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the masterwork hammer has been recollected. You guys got
Them-
some
There's
treasure.
a lot of probo points. Where you get so many probo points?
I've been subscribed for over 5 years.
Yeah.
There.
So, I won't delay or lag this on. You guys get out of the cave just fine. You guys make your way back down the trail. I'm assuming you guys are going back to the cave behind the waterfall
Mm-hmm.
where Master Tetsu made his dwelling. So you guys find yourself back there. And as you emerge from that pool and begin to walk back up into that area where he was kind of making his space, you can see that he's busy constructing something. He's working on something. He's got like a little hammer and like a little chisel, and he's chiseling some things of some kind of rock out. It looks like this, almost like a block of stone or something that he's been like working on. As you guys start to approach him, what do you guys do here?
To be fair, if he has any awareness of the world around him, he probably heard Kalsika sniffle crying the whole way, because that's all she's been doing the entire walk back.
Okay.
So he might have already heard us.
Tenuma will probably say while we're walking back to the group, why did we go for more crystals? We had the one we need. We didn't need to go deeper into the cave.
Kalsika starts crying harder because it was her idea. Because she wasn't sure, because he never said only one. He just said we need crystals. So she was afraid we would not have enough. So Kalsika's sobbing after Tenuma says that.
We are all alive.
Tenuma would also say after that, we didn't need to come here just to fix my dagger to risk everybody dying. The dagger is not worth that much.
I wish I would have known that before taking the trip, and then I just slump over.
It was worth the trip, but not Belthas getting consumed by a blob.
You got me into there. Thank you, Lady Seer.
But he didn't get consumed. He's standing right there.
He almost
Yeah, but he looks like a cowlick.
Oh, I still have some sliding.
Tetsu steps up from his work and he starts stumbling towards you guys as you guys are approaching, having this conversation. My goodness, you look awful.
Thanks, you look great.
I pulled out the bounty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we all throw like the crystals at his feet.
Oh, you found this much?
We killed a slime, and it almost ate Belthas, and it knocked Mr. Geyer out, and she's just sobbing.
Oh no! Oh my! Is everyone okay? And he's like looking at all of you carefully. Oh, please, sit down and relax. Take a break.
Can we take a full rest now?
Yeah, you can. You can take a shift rest here.
We all do that.
Takata Tetsu looks at all of you. Hey, yes, please rest up. I have some things to finish up, and if you don't mind, with this material that you brought me, I can take your dagger now, and I should be able to fix it while you're resting.
Thank you.
Of course.
Pull it out feebly and kind of shakily hand it to him.
Gathers up the pieces and he starts walking back over to where he was working. And you guys are all just... you don't feel like you need to take a watch or anything here, so all of you can take the next 6 hours to just take the armor off and relax a little bit and get a nap in, rest up, study your books if you've got any books to study. And during this time, you guys can take a shift rest. So I think that heals you guys completely. And you regain your willpower. All your conditions are clear. You feel refreshed.
Ready for a new quest.
Shut up, Belthas!
Sorry.
Belthas, I will say this, that you do, when you wake up, you do see that there's evidence of being in that ooze. There are some little pits in your armor.
Oh.
From the acidic nature of the beast. Mm-hmm.
Does it seem just as strong as it ever was, but more of a cosmetic issue, or do I see like actual?
It's simply cosmetic. Yeah. You think that if you would have been in there for longer, it might have had an effect on it, but it doesn't seem to have.
I'm like trying to polish and buff it, embarrassed of how bad it looks now.
Kausikus slept right next to wherever Geyer was. Like a hand on his like Hawaiian shirt, like clutching it. Like
Guy's feeling a little better this morning. Or this evening, or whatever that time it is.
When Tanumero wakes up, she'd be looking over at Belthas polishing his armor, and she would just look really guilty and kind of sad.
What's wrong?
You almost died for this dagger.
You got me out of there. Hey, and you know, a weapon is important. I would jump in after my own sword too, so. You've been carrying it with you for a while, and it's important to get it repaired.
Can I overhear this?
What was that, Lady Seer?
It wasn't worth facing something like this.
It remains to be seen. It'll be interesting to see what, you know, the smith is able to do to this weapon, and you know, we've cleared out another danger from this world. Now these caves are probably safe to go and mine. So.
Be more careful next time.
I can't make any promises, but I appreciate your concern. And I'll give her like a. Oh, sorry, that was a little hard, wasn't it?
Fine. Well, now you have a new mark on your armor. Go with all the other ones.
Well, you know, it'll remind me to be a little more cautious around mysterious pools of what looks like water.
Have you ever fought something as bad as this before?
This may be the most difficult fight I was ever given an opportunity to participate in. Feels good to be through it alive.
I'm glad you made it out. I didn't think you were going to.
Well, you know, I didn't think so either, but here I am, thanks to you. Now let's see about this blade of yours.
All right.
All right, as you guys are finishing your conversation, you can see that Master Tetsu has been diligently working on something the whole time you guys were resting. And as you guys kind of gather around, he's got like this stone platform. It's almost like maybe it was an altar at one point and has been repurposed and like just like a makeshift table is what he's using it as. And there's a small, what looks to be some kind of slab of rock that he's carved out like a place to fit the knife into. Like it's this little area that he can kind of set down. And as you guys are coming closer to him, he looks at Tanumero and he's like, so
Here's a cat.
Here's a cat. Please take it.
We will use it to fix your dagger.
That's actually the one that fixes it.
Yeah, this. Yeah, it wasn't me who actually has the magical powers. It is the cat. The cat will heal your dagger and restore it to its full properties. He looks at you and says, I will need a little help. You see, this piece is rather heavy, and it would be best for you to help kind of put and hold this thing together. you do have the ability to... I might have overheard you talking to your one friend that you were able to levitate them using your magical abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, here's this other slab. I need you to kind of help me to place it, and you're going to levitate this thing just a few feet above the ground for me.
All right. So I'd have to roll for that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to try to cast
No
your...
mishap! A
you're gonna
demon
have to-
arrives! No,
You're
I'm
gonna
kidding.
cast.
Yes.
You're gonna cast levitate.
Okay. Do my
I
W.
levitate the cat. Levitated cat. She hates it. Every bit of it.
She hates it.
She hates it.
Okay, so that's a success.
That's a success. So,
1, 2.
yep, 2 willpower. As Tenumeral focuses her energy, the levitation spell takes effect. It basically puts a lid, like a square lid on top, and then starts to kind of rise up as the cat is just getting in my way, all in my business tonight. Aren't you, kitty? Aren't you, kitty? You don't like levitate spells, do you? So the rock just begins to levitate and hover there, and then you watch him, Master Tetsu, takes the staff and he starts to do these circles in the air, and it starts to glow yellow and then orange as it starts to illuminate in the chamber, and he like flicks the staff towards the direction of this levitating rock, and all of a sudden this form begins to emerge out of it, not in the shape of a cat, but in the shape of kind of like a large salamander made of fire. And it starts to circle and spin around this rock, and it grips the rock, and you watch as the rock begins to glow with this red hot energy, and with this one big burst, the salamander just disappears into the sides of the cracks of the rock where the rock has been, and you guys see this magical flash of orange and glittering yellow just kind of go all around you as you feel the blast of heat come from this, and then the rock just kind of comes down to rest down on the ground, and the light dissipates from the spell, and you guys just hear this hissing sound, and you can see that smoke is just rising all around this rock cube that lays now on the floor.
That was glorious.
I think it
Don't
worked.
touch.
Yes, don't touch. Let me see if I can do something about that. I think there's something I can do about that. But let me check.
Can you imagine how quickly you could cook eggs with something like that?
He goes up to it, and you can see him cast something else. And this gust of wind just starts blowing onto the rock from his palm of his hand. And he cools the rock with his spell casting by blowing on some wind onto it.
What amazing skill you have.
And you see him... Oh, no. Thank you. It's taken me quite a while to master all this. You see him, like, take the staff, and he's trying to, like, dislodge the lid off of it. He points to Belthas. Belthas, you mind giving me a hand here? I can't seem to get this to... Oh, these shredded, weak muscles of mine. Oh. Belthas, you come over and all you do is like kind of nudge it a little bit, and it starts, and it just falls off. You don't even have to roll.
Your powers are in the metaphysical.
At one time, I was able to do that as easily as you did. I know it's hard to believe, but trust me, it did.
Back in my day. Before I took an arrow to the knee.
We went to magic school uphill both ways in the snow. It was terrible.
Tenumeral would still be in like awe of his magic, and she would ask, would you be able to teach me some of that?
His facial expression changes once again. Perhaps. I did talk to your one friend about it, and I've been meaning to talk to him once we had an opportunity after this was repaired.
Thank you.
And as you guys look, you can see in that part that he chiseled out, your dagger rests, and it's intact. It still bears the scars of the brokenness of the weapon once was before, but all the spaces where those gaps were, there's like these little like veins of that purple gemstone like glittering in there. So let me give you guys an example. I've got an image. It's not a perfect image of what I thought in my head, but this will give you kind of an idea of what it looks like. I'm going to show to players, show to everyone. You see how the blade of this dagger looks? Imagine that those like lighter pink areas are where the glittering purple gemstone is, and then the darker purple areas are where your like pearlescent like look of your dagger was before.
Yeah.
So you can kind of imagine that that's what it looks like now. And Mr. Tetsu,
Looks formidable.
Master Tetsu looks at you and says, I must say, with the inherent nature of this magical gemstone and the addition of us putting our magic together to restore it, it does also have some inherent magical properties about it.
Oh.
But due to your connection with your family with this weapon, it will only be true to you. So mechanically, it will only count as a magic weapon when you are wielding it, to numeral. And it has two benefits. Number one, it's a magic weapon now. So any monster that would have resistance to magic weapons, this would cut through that resistance.
Okay.
Meaning it would deal full damage instead of half damage to monsters that have resistance to magic weapons. Some monsters have immunity to all weapons except for magical ones. This one would make up for that. Its second property is it has within it an innate 2 willpower points that you are permitted to use to power up one of your spells.
Whoa.
So if you cast at a level, basically it's giving you a buffer of an extra 2 willpower points that you can buffer up a spell once per like you have to take it recharges on a shift rest. So like you can only use it once like per day basically until you take a rest, and then it recharges.
Awesome. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I have too many comments. Okay. I'm like typing this into like comments on Adobe on the PDF.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
So, and he basically comes back over to you to numeral and places this in your hand, and I know it bears some scars, but it would be better than it was.
And she would grab it back and just look down at it and look at him and look misty-eyed and shocked and grateful and emotional and all those different feelings, and she would just say, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
How can we repay you for this?
Well, I do have a couple of things in mind that you could help me with. And then he kind of looks over towards Geyer and kind of makes eye contact with you, Geyer. And if perhaps these things could be done for me, then perhaps maybe some... It looks to you, to numeral, and even Connery. Maybe perhaps I would be up for training some of you.
What could we assist you with?
Geyer just turns to look at Tenumeral a little bit with the most poo-eating smirk on his face. Remembering her walking out and saying, yeah, he said he wouldn't, and him being like, well, he didn't say no to me.
He looks at all of you gathered around and says, well, it's been quite a while since I have shared my knowledge with anyone. I'm not as trusting as I once was. But I do have these, and he pulls out what looks to be 2 folded pieces of parchment that appear to be wax stamped closed. I have 2 of these, detailing my current findings, and he points over towards that massive face. I need some more information, some more help. This one is for my friend in Outskirt. I believe you met him. And I can't. And I lost.
Is it Drath or is it?
Draneth. Yep. One has Draneth's name on it. I perhaps maybe Draneth could help a little bit on this. So if you could deliver this to him, that would be outstanding. And then he looks towards you, and this one is the one that I don't have all the answers, but perhaps you could find and discover more. Somewhere to the southwest of here, there are rumors of a cave in which an oracle dwells. I have never met the oracle, but someone with the title of oracle must have a vast amount of knowledge. Perhaps the oracle has more information about this. Could be an aid of helping me get past these stumbling blocks that I keep running into.
What do you think this face is?
Could be just about anything from my expert knowledge. I mean, it could be a worshipped deity of a civilization long gone. It could be a great king or leader, or just symbolism of what they would have appeared to look like within their culture. It could be... Gosh, I don't know. It could be something more. It could be some kind of doorway hiding something from beyond.
We still have a lot of extra crystals, right?
You do? Yeah. Yeah. I would say that the repair of that only took 1 of those that you guys got.
Yeah. And is the mouth of this thing like open, or is it just like closed but carved?
It's open, but it's kind of as if it's like carved in a little bit and just kind of stops.
Mm-hmm. I had this idea of like putting a crystal in its mouth and seeing if it did anything. But do you think it's big enough for something like that?
The mouth is like enormous and the gemstones are like small. So, I mean, you could put one in there, but it's not like...
Yeah.
I moved you guys to the
I would pick
map.
one up and try and see if there's any reaction from the stone face.
I marked the Oracle Cave on your map.
Okay.
So you guys will have it on there.
Geyer will look
Question.
over towards to numeral. It seems best option would be to return to Outskirt, deliver the notice to his friend, perhaps return something to Hophamal while we're there,
Yes. That's
and then
a great idea.
return, then proceed to the Oracle's Cave on our way back here.
Question, if I may. We would gladly do all these tasks for you. It's not a problem. However, I'm not sure if you knew, one of our party members almost, bit the bullet on us. Went swimming with the fishes, so to speak, even though the fishes were already melted and dissolved. What if we took those extra little crystals of yours and tried forging them into a pre-existing blade. Now, speaking outside of character, what I'm talking about is turning Belthas's broadsword into a crystalline coated longsword.
Mm.
You mean to make it magic?
I can see the thinking here.
Well, he kind of he's pondering it too. And he looks at you and he's pondering for a moment. He's, well, I don't see why it couldn't be done in the same manner that we just did this. The only issue that is, if we make it purely out of that gemstone, it is going to be very fragile.
Mm.
Well, that's what I was suggesting.
Even if it is made of magic, it
over.
will eventually.
Forging it over the pre-existing broadsword. Like, so it's metal and crystalline.
Mm. Or maybe the pits in his armor could be filled with some crystal.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny, glittering Belthas.
I don't know how to make it noise. Walk around glowing.
Like, if they weren't already tempted enough to attack him, now he's glittery.
Perhaps these are things we should consider during our travels back and forth. Seems to be no.
That's a good idea.
Really?
Belthas, just leave your armor and your sword, and we'll go adventuring and see how that.
Well, and it seems it worked best with Tenumeral aiding him in the crafting process. My suggestion is, why do we not start on the good master's request? It will give Belthas time to decide how he would like to proceed, if it's possible. If we're going to complete these and then come back, as he has so graciously offered to train some of us, it seems as we will be here for a short while, and there would be ample time to discuss other potential work, if that would work for you, Master Tetsu.
Conry, I must say that is a brilliant idea.
And then
what if
give the blacks,
but I've never
blacksmith cat plenty of time to rest.
No, that's a good point. Good thing. Whoa, she doesn't seem to be around anymore. That's apparently putting the dagger together took everything out of her. I don't know. But I do want to say this. Do any of you have any perhaps smaller bladed weapons that you could leave with me, and perhaps I could do a test run
Kalska would give him
while you're adventuring, and then when you come back, hopefully I've perfected it by then, and I will save enough gemstone that I can possibly do it to Belthas's blade.
Geyer will leave his dagger.
Kalska will give him one of her random junky ones too.
Just like a goblin short sword or something.
I had taken a curved goblin dagger at one point, and it was still floating in my inventory.
Okay, yeah. You have the curved goblin dagger?
I had a curved goblin dagger.
Oh no!
And I had the cursed.
I gotta check something really fast.
Oh no!
But I also have just knives. So
That's it. Geyer will take the curved dagger from Kalsika, thinking it looks cool, and leave him his just regular old straight blank dagger.
As you guys are passing this curved dagger back and forth, Master Tetsu is like, be careful with that. It looks like it's coated with something.
Yeah, I have it noted in my notes that it's coated with an oil or some kind of substance, which is why I don't use it a lot, because I don't know what it is.
Master Tetsu's like, that's coated with a terrible lethal goblin poison. You could really hurt. Don't cut yourself with that. You could really hurt yourself badly with that.
I was just looking at it now.
Yeah, that has a lethal viper venom on it with potency 9.
You should have been using it the whole time. What the hell?
Well, once we get back, Kalsika, I will gladly return this to you. But
if it defends you better than other things, I think maybe I want you to have it, Mr. Geyer.
Well, then he'll hold up the hammer that you brought back to him. If I hadn't missed,
Close
this would have
quarters.
worked well.
Close quarters, last-ditch effort. Mr. Tetsu, I have a question.
No, of course.
You want us to go find an oracle you've never met, which I'm down for a trip.
Mhm.
What if they're mean? Do we give them the missive, or do we try to trust that magic people want to learn magic things and give them? Is this like, give it to whoever we find in that space, or if they seem like a butthole, we don't give it to them and don't invite them to your home?
I would say
I don't
more
wanna
the
invite
latter. If they seem like a butthole, please don't give them the
I
message.
just want to check because we got really lucky that you were very nice, but I don't know how many times we're gonna get lucky with random people with magic in caves.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I would highly recommend meeting the oracle first and then use your
yeah.
judgment.
Okay. I just don't want to invite a jerk to your home and then you get mad at us for inviting a jerk to the party.
Oh yes, please don't invite a jerk here. No jerks, no buttholes allowed past this waterfall.
What kind of roll do I use to determine buttholeness?
I think that's Geyer's specialty.
I think
that
that's
would
in
be
the
Geyer's insight check.
bottom
that is
right-hand corner of your character sheet. I think there's a butthole skill.
Oh, okay. I see it. Butthole tracker. Well, yeah. Wait, no, that's death rolls.
Yes, I must say that I have heard things, presence of an oracle, but I have not heard of the oracle's nature or the oracle's alignment, so to speak. I'm not sure if the oracle's
evil
on the up and up. Could be. I don't know.
Well, the point here that I marked on the map that says Oracle's Cave shows a bear right there, so perhaps it's just an animal.
Maybe the oracle.
Hopefully
The
we
oracle.
could speak with them.
Perhaps it's a
Could
bear.
be an oracle
bear.
of Gaia.
Could the oracle
Could
be
like
a
your
bear?
friend. It could be like your friend who's both. She's a swan and a pretty lady.
Oh yes, I must.
Oh, you mean you?
Oh, it's precious.
Well, thank you so much for repairing my dagger, and this is more than I could have asked for and more than I wanted taking on this trip, but thank you so much.
No, well, thank you, for one, for saving my guardian's life, and two, for bringing me the supplies that you need, and giving me this wonderful new idea of weapons coated with this gemstone. That's quite an intriguing endeavor. Maybe give me something to do whenever I get frustrated studying this massive, terrible-looking face.
Did you look at the spot in the eyes where I tried to show you again, since I showed you last time when I saw sparklies?
Yeah, I did. I still don't see anything. But I put some information there for Drenith and the Oracle. Perhaps they can tell me more.
Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, my first thought was to shoot at it or throw something sharp at it, but I didn't want to damage something that might be more magical and intense than I can handle.
Yeah, that's probably
So I
not a good
decided
idea.
not.
Sometimes things that are imbued with magical properties can be, let's just say, a little explosive.
Yeah, it's probably
Why do
the
you
only
always
good
resort
thought
to
I've had.
violence?
Because that's who I am, and it's also probably the only smart thought I've had this entire trip is to not throw something sharp at the thing.
I commend you. Thank you for not throwing something sharp at the mysterious eye of the creature in the wall. Well, please be careful on your travels. I mean, I hope you can get more information for me, and hopefully the trip at the Oracle is productive.
Thank you.
Till our next meeting.
Till then,
Say goodbye to the cat for me.
will
So
do.
we're going.
Where is that blasted cat? He walks off. And I think at that will be a good time for us to take our break for the evening, folks. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, You could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad, whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp. Be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back to Dragonbane, Secret of the Dragon Emperor. Now, our party has been given some parchment by Master Tetsu, and given a mission to deliver these pieces of parchment to Draneth, an outskirt, and to a mysterious oracle that lives within a cave to the south. What do you guys want to do at this point? You guys have had your rest, so you're feeling much better than you did when you arrived back here at the waterfall. How would you like to adventure forth?
So we have a general idea of where this oracle person is, the direction, like in character.
Yes, he did. He did mark it on your map for you, so that way you guys could easily find it. Well, not easily find it, but just make your way in that general direction. Like I said, even though this map is drawn out, it's not 100% accurate, and there could be some flaws in it. So,
I guess while we're all getting loaded up and whatnot, spend 15 minutes talking to the horses about where we're going. I'm gonna find a use for this damn spell.
Seeing him do that, Guy's just going to be looking at numeral. You think he's telling him we're going to Outskirt, or is he leading us some other crazy place?
I don't
We're
know.
going back home. We're going back home.
Should we follow the river south this time back rather than crossing on the side of Mirror Lake again?
So out of character, where are we going? Can somebody ping?
I think we're going
Yep.
outskirt.
Geyer's thought was to go to Outskirt first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One,
Yeah.
so we can drop the notice off to Draneth if there's anything you guys want to learn there. Second reason Geyer wants to do that is to get numeral off his rear end about Huffamal's grimoire. Try to earn some goodwill.
And then where's the oracle after that?
And then the Oracle is over here, basically on the other side of the Ritter Mound.
We could theoretically go back to Bothold's Load.
We do have a season.
Wait, that does seem like a
Did you
little
see?
bit-
Did you see that glimmer in Belthas' eye? As
I mean, because we've now defeated. Or what we could do is we could do Outskirt, Oracle Cave, go back to the guy, get some more spells, then head back down to Bothold's Load, and then I could potentially fireball that.
Practice your new loadings against the serpent.
I don't know. But
Oh, it wouldn't be a shorter trip to go to Oracle Cave first and then Outskirt?
But it
Because
ends
we're-
up being the
we're-
same. Either way, we're drawing a triangle.
yeah, right.
Because we have to come back to Tetsu either
I mean,
way.
if we look at it, we either go
Pick
1,
Point A or point B.
3,
in
or we
any
just reverse it.
Well, I was thinking...
Oracle Cave would take you a little bit less time to get to first.
Well, what I was thinking was Cave, Oracle, back to Tetsu, then Outskirt. So we're not doing that very long...
Well, you would
Commute
you
twice.
have to go to Outskirt before you go back to Tetsu anyway, because you have to deliver that notice to Draneth, who is in Outskirt.
And we'll probably have to escort
yeah.
Draneth all the way back here anyway.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And it'd be good to stock up at
If-
Outskirt anyway.
Well, if we're going to be stuck with Draina, do we want to bring him to danger in the Oracle Cave or handle that first? Oh my
we-
god, Belthas, chill out.
We wanted to bring the Oracle with us too. So if we go to the cave first, then we're bringing the Oracle to Outskirts, so we may be bringing danger into the middle of the one civilized city we've got here.
Oh yeah, because the
Yeah.
Oracle might come
We
back.
don't know what the Oracle is. Like, it could be a
Yeah.
bad Oracle.
Draneth, we
Could
know
be a
what.
butthole, yes. Like I
Draneth,
said.
we know what he is. We know he's at least got some magical skill because he's taught the two of you some stuff.
He's so old.
Listen,
All right, yeah.
We'll
We'll
buy
do
a wheel
Outskirt
chair. We can wheel him behind the cart, the wagon.
That also means he could stay with the cart when we go talk to the Oracle, because I doubt we can get the cart all the way to the Oracle.
Yeah. And the puppies have some more protection.
Yeah, and then he gets to hang out with some puppies.
If he even comes, they might just give us more letters.
Or he might just go straight to, to Tetsu on his own. He might be like, nah, I don't need you guys. Bye.
I don't need you guys to pull out his mechanical wheelchair. Whee!
Would vote for Outskirt?
Yep, outskirt it is, it seems.
Okay, so with the decision to go to Outskirt, I will ask the question. Are you guys going to take the same route that you traveled, or are you going to travel a different route to Outskirt? So mechanically what I'm going to do is if you just basically backtrack the way that you came, yeah, it may take you like 6 days, but I'm not going to make you like roll for like getting lost or camping, because basically you'll just be doing the same thing just backwards.
Now, is it possible that by using Animal Whisperer, I can rely on their sense of direction to not have to roll?
How good of a sense of direction would donkeys have?
Realistically, I'd have
0.
They would probably just like willingly run into trees. I have no idea.
Trying to go as the crow flies. How much faster would that be?
How much faster would?
If we were to literally just look at the map, draw a straight line, and go directly there, rather than following along the river the long route we took.
It would probably. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me get my.
So it's 5 days versus 6. Might as well just go the easy way. It's only an extra day. But if it's 2 days versus 6,
then yeah.
It's not going to cut off a whole lot of time for you, to be honest.
In the familiar route, perhaps?
Yeah, might as well.
I'm fine with it.
You may cut off like a half day's travel.
Yeah, not worth it. Not worth getting lost.
Not worth getting lost? You got it. Okay. So, yeah, basically you guys, we're just going to do like a montage time skip here, because there's really nothing that's going to be happening on this travel back. And within you, so it takes you 6 days to make this journey. Because it took you about 2 days to get to Isle of Mist, took you about 2 days to get to Temple Purple Flame, took you 2 days to get down to Outskirt. So that's a total of 6 days. So your ribs are completely healed before you get back to Outskirt, Geyer. So you no longer have that bane against your agility and strength. As you probably spend most of your time in the cart resting and healing up from that encounter with the ooze. Tenumeral leads the way and is able to just kind of backtrack your steps. You guys found all the places that you've been before. You kind of camped in your familiar spots, and you see Outskirt there in front of you. And you make your way back into the main town. So you guys have arrived back at Outskirt after another almost week of travel. I'm going to put you guys on the Outskirt map so you guys will be able to see that if it'll let me. There we go.
Oh, you're killing me. That was it? That was a montage? I had Eye of the Tiger ready.
Oh, it was...
I was like...
No, that's the montage. That's it.
So there is one thing Geyer would be trying to do given what happened. My Masterwork hammer, does it have like a hole or anything like a loop at the bottom of it that I would be able to tie something to?
I would say it doesn't, but that is a good thought and could be something that you could get put on it from a blacksmith or something like that.
Okay.
Well, Dogs for Life is doing a great service to us and is researching donkeys and how intelligent they are. So thank you, Dogs for Life. We need this information.
Apparently you can milk donkeys.
You can milk donkeys?
Domesticated for their milk, strength, and companionship.
Oh.
Wow. Matt ate a hot dog today from Friendly's, and it said
Intelligent,
it contains
social,
milk in it.
hardy.
Speaking of milk.
I thought you were about to say you had a hot dog with donkey in it.
I foresee donkeys
nope.
being kind of stubborn, you know? I just feel like them, like, they might be intelligent, but I feel them, like, being, like, stubborn social animals. I don't know why.
Stubborn as a mule.
Yeah, maybe it's because that, maybe that's a phrase that sticks out.
It's an elf. Geyer will warn the party as we start getting closer that when we arrive, if Tanumor and Connery are going to go meet with Drenith, he needs to go to the general store because we literally have a single ration left.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you guys had to mark off for 6 days worth, each of you.
So that was 30 rations. We had 31.
Oh,
whoa, you guys made it with all the food that you had stocked up, yeah.
Belthas has some shopping to do, too.
Oh, looks like I've got something to do. Bump. Bump again. Yay, success.
Okay, so what, you were hunting outside the town?
Yeah. While you guys are doing your shopping and whatnot, don't mind me. I'll take care of this.
So Connery disappears from the party a while outside of the outskirt to go do some hunting.
Let me see. I gotta do a D6 to find out what I'm eating. Well, that sucks. All right, I found a squirrel, guys. Don't worry.
Another squirrel.
We have one ration.
One ration. How about
you, D6?
How about the rest of you? Well, that's probably going to take him a little bit of time to go capture that squirrel. What are the rest of you doing as you arrive?
That wascally squirrel took some time.
Belthas is accompanying Geyer to the store when that time comes.
Okay.
Yeah, Kalska's going with Geyer, just kind of on autopilot.
I guess, so wait. Did you say you wanted to do that while, like, we go talk to Dranith?
Well, you guys do whatever you need to do in town. Like, because I understand hunting isn't something that you just pop out and do.
If Tanumra wants everyone to come with her to Dranith, we can do that. If she'd rather run off and talk to him privately.
Why don't we go together? So we'll do the store first and then Dranith after, right?
I will ask Michael, does this town have a fishing net? Because that'll increase the rations when I fish.
I think
I think my fishing rod just broke. Oh no, that was Geyer's can of soda.
I think that Master Olvar's had most other common items listed in Chapter 6 of the rulebook.
Okay.
So as long as it's a common item, then Master Olvar's would have it. Yeah.
Okay. The only reason I didn't buy it before is because I only had so much gold, and it's 2 gold. So I'll go ahead and spend that now. Did we spread the 5 gold that Kalska found, or is she?
I don't think Kalska told us about it.
I was just going through all of that.
Okay.
So yeah, I would have given everyone a gold, and I'm putting the 4 silver and 16 copper in the cart, or in like the party fund.
Okay.
Because only 4 silver, so like not everyone gets a silver, and then there's 16. Kalska's over the math already. This isn't her thing.
Just have him as party in case you need it. In case you need it funds. Yeah. Sounds good.
Now, what
I do have that amulet too. So when we go, I would probably have asked Geyer on the trip who we want to talk to about selling it.
Okay, and that was worth 27 gold?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Geyer will bring it to the shop based on what Kalska's saying, and does the shop sell like regular food as well, or would I have to go to the inn to get like meats and things like that? I know the shop sells field rations, but
yeah, I think the shop sells field rations. Like, what kind of food are you looking to purchase?
Like dry, and same thing that we had before, like dried meats, stuff like that.
That would be, I would consider that field rations.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can.
How much can I buy from him?
How much can you buy from him? Oh, good question.
I mean, given that we're talking about now, it's 6 days back, so that's another 30 rations.
I would say you can buy as much, like, as far as like field rations go, I would say you can buy as much as you would like to buy. Just remember that when you're buying that stuff, you only have so much storage space. So as much as you can fit storage-wise, and just remember when that storage space consumes up most of your wagon, then you won't be able to put other things in there.
Okay, so it's a quarter. Give me a second. Where? Oh my phone. No, there it is. In my calculator.
I'll say when it comes to stuff like that, like he's probably got quite a bit of supply, so you guys can buy what you need.
Okay. Wow, that's only 15 pounds. Okay. So Geyer is going to buy 100 field rations.
Okay.
And basically just load that up into the barrel on the that we had all the field rations in before on the cart.
Okay.
Because that is only 10 gold.
Okay. Yeah.
And then looking at
oh, field rations are cheap.
Yeah, it's 1 silver each.
Nice.
I am learning so much about donkeys because of this chat.
Oh yeah.
And getting together all of that, as well as what Belthas is looking for. Would we be able to get his longsword at the shop too? Or do we have to go to the blacksmith for that?
Longsword. The standard shop does not sell weapons, but the blacksmith has the weapons. So you could definitely get.
Can we trade the amulet in and then get money back for it? And then
Well, that's
just go to...
Geyer's hoping that I'm going to try to upsell them.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
As we're going through, and Geyer will get the 10 gold worth of rations, get the backpack for Belthas, and the 2 torches.
Thank you.
And okay, that's. They'll look and say, okay, that's.
I do have to check about the longsword. I think that they'll be able to do uncommon items at the smithy. Yeah, there was a rule on that. All common and uncommon weapons. Yep. Rare items is what you have to put in. Yep.
Sweet.
Geyer will look over and say, okay, so we've got about 15 gold worth of items here between the rations, the backpack, and the couple of torches.
As you're buying that that longsword at the smithy, called that dwarven woman that had the like long locks and wearing some jewelry herself, kind of sees you guys discussing this amulet. It's like, oh, that's a beautiful piece. Where did you find such an item?
A cave inside a stomach of a creature?
Ooh, I wonder how.
Yeah, mind your own business, lady. I'm just kidding.
wonder.
I have a little experience with but after inspecting it, I believe it's worth at the minimum at least 30 gold.
Oh, 30 gold. Are you trying to do some bargaining here, Geyer?
Oh yeah.
All right, I want you to go ahead and for the first time, I would like you to make a bartering roll for me, please.
Okay.
Oh no! Do you want to push it?
Yeah, I'm gonna push it because the idea of losing out and not succeeding on this deal is making Geyer feel a little sick to his stomach.
Oh no!
And apparently that made it worse.
Oh no!
He's trying to polish it like. Oh, sorry, I was trying to polish it, not spit on it.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Jesus.
basically what this means is she kind of looks at you, I'll give you about 27 for it.
Well, I suppose it's... And, well, if he's buying the longsword, I guess that means...
Yeah, you pretty much give your money back from the longsword, you know?
Just to so Gyre will hand it over and be like,
She takes it, immediately puts it on. Oh, it goes well with my attire. Thank you.
oh, very nice.
That said, Belthas will, like, hit everybody else back for their share so they don't have to, like, pay for his sword.
As Belthas makes that offer, how much is Belthas even offering?
Oh, I mean, the sword, I think sword is usually about 25, so...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you all your, share of that so you don't have to pay for it.
Well, Gyre was going to pay for everything else out of his pocket. So when you go to offer that back, Gyre will only take 10 from you.
Kalska
All right.
doesn't take it because it came from the amulet that she found, so she thinks she's done. And Belthas nearly died, so she's still feeling pretty guilty. A week hasn't solved the pain, so she's just... No, you almost died getting the thing that bought it. It's fine.
Gyre's just walking away going, I just got, looking towards Kalska. I just got my 10 gold back. I covered all the rations and everything else I just bought, so...
Kalska winks at him because it's like playing into like the joy, but she's still
So-
very like still kind of like been quiet a lot more and everything. And the only thing that Kalska wants to do before we go see Dranith is go to the tavern, and I'm going to fill up. Cause we found that water skin. Kalska had a water skin. She's definitely filling up a water skin with whatever alcohol she can stomach sipping and blowing through fire with. Because that is now a thing that if all else fails, that's her attack in battle.
So they do have like a powerful rum at the
Yeah.
end that you could fill it up
Yep.
with if you'd like to
Cool.
do that. Okay.
So, tell me how much.
So you're filling up your whole wineskin with it?
Yeah.
I would say probably like 5 silver. Half a gold
7
piece.
silver.
Take
'cause
my
I love
money.
So you have a whole water skin filled with rum.
Sweet.
Gyre will ask the blacksmith, is it possible to put like a loop or a connector on the end of this arm of my hammer?
Well,
Look, I guess I could take a look and take it back to Badadon and see if he could do it. If you have a moment.
If you would, please.
Yeah.
We have to run and speak with someone else, but I'll come back and check with you. An hour or so be enough time
Oh,
for him to look at it and see?
of course, of course.
Oh, beautiful. I'll come back and see you in a bit.
Before we leave, Kalska does puts a gold on the counter.
And what's
to
this
her and
for?
goes, do you have another grappling hook? I don't know how much they cost, but Mr. Gyre is really sad without his grappling hook, and it's kind of my fault because I cut it because he's going to get sucked into a portal to a demon land.
Oh, it's... Yes, dear, we can get you a grappling hook. She grabs the gold, slides it across, and
Fine. Kalska's so beyond camera.
she actually comes back with... She takes... You see, like, she disappears with the weapon and comes back out and slides a grappling hook over to you. Here you are.
Do you have a ribbon?
You said your old one went to a demon land?
There was weird magic, and it...
Have you just left the inn?
No.
No?
Well, technically yes, but I didn't drink anything yet.
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 Did you drink something before you planned on drinking anything?
No.
Is it...
It's just been a weird week.
Aye, some crazy things are happening on there, so I guess I should probably believe it.
Why would I lie to you?
I guess you don't have any reason to.
Do you have a ribbon by chance? I want to put a bow on the grappling hook for Mr. Gyre.
She like reaches up to one of the braids and pulls out like a little ribbon from one of her braids and hands it to you.
Kalska ties a pretty bow, and then I'll give it to Gyre later.
Okay.
Henri would like to take his new fishing net and blindly wander the entire town, realizing that there's no bodies of water anywhere near here.
There's just
And
a
then I
there's just
look at
a
the-
there's
I
just a
look at the
long
well.
there's a long montage of Connery just like standing in front of different areas in the town, and it's just him standing there staring, and then it like flashes to him standing in another area of town holding this net, and then finally it flashes and he's standing looking down into the well. How about Tenumeral? Tenumeral, did you want to do anything else other than go see Draneth, or is there anything that you want to do while you're in town?
Oh, we have to go find Half-Her-Mall, don't we?
I just had that thought too, but I was going to wait till after you did the thing with Draneth.
Yeah. So I'd maybe want to do that, and while we're in the tavern, I'd like to see if like, what's her name, Ophelia's there or something.
Okay.
I remember I had an exchange with her. I'm trying to remember more details. She's the one that told us, I think, more info about Mirror Lake, right?
Yes, she said she had been there, but she couldn't get past the mist. It kept on draining her energy, and she didn't feel like she could push on. She had to keep retreating.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because we haven't seen any of them since Purple Fist, so...
Yeah, it's been a while since you guys have been here in town.
Yeah, I'm sure Leonora will want to ask Belthas what happened at that place, so we'll have to figure out what we're gonna tell her. Or what Half-Her-Mall has already told people.
So I guess my question is, so who did you want to go see first?
Sorry.
I guess that's my question.
Let's do Draneth.
Draneth, you want to go to Draneth first? Okay.
Yeah.
So
He's an easy
I
one.
will kind of assume, Connery, are you two with the group when they go see Draneth, or are you still looking for bodies of water?
I'd say I'm pretty like I said, I'm young, I'm hubris, I'm literally still looking for water, even though I have a feeling it's a dry spell.
As there is a scene where you're sitting there standing and like looking down at the well. It looks like a 10-year-old boy like comes to the well and just looks at you for a moment, and then lowers the bucket into the well and just stares at you for a moment, and then raises the bucket back up and like takes the water and pours it into a bucket that he brought, and then just looks at you one last time, stares up at you for like 3 seconds, and then just walks away with the bucket of water.
Well, I don't think fish are down there.
But yeah, as you guys gather back together, you go to visit Draneth, and you notice that he is outside actually having a chat with someone, and it's Half-Her-Mall. They seem to be...
Oh, you in trouble now.
They seem to be chatting, talking back and forth. Looks like Half-Her-Mall's got a pipe that he's been kind of puffing on, and Draneth is also has a pipe in his hand, and they're just seem to be having a jovial conversation.
Hello.
They both kind of look at once, and they're, oh, well, hello, welcome. It's good to see you again, says Half-Her-Mall, and Draneth is like, oh, you made it back to Outskirt.
Oh, we've had quite the adventure, Draneth.
Oh, well, I'd love to hear about it. It's been quite a while since I've been in my adventuring days.
We met with your old friend, Tanaka Tetsu.
You ran into Master Tetsu?
Yes.
How is he, I must know?
Oh, he's... well, I think. He fixed my dagger, and I would pull it out and show it to Draneth.
Oh, would you look at that master craftsmanship?
Just as you said.
I knew he could do it. Oh, at Half-Her-Mall, you've met these individuals? Of course I have. They were the ones who encouraged me to come here.
Hello again, Half-Her-Mall. She'd kind of side-eye Geyer, wondering how this is gonna go.
Yes, I've been meaning. I'm so glad that you. Yeah, did you find the bandits? Did you find the terrible bandits who have taken my grimoire?
Well, he touched upon the bandits. I will say, Draneth, I do have a message from your old friend.
Oh, you do?
And she would hand him the envelope. There seems to be something he's trying to figure out and struggling with. He thought you may have some insight.
Okay, he immediately takes it, and he doesn't even like hide it away or anything. He just like breaks the wax seal and unfolds it in front of you, and you can see him. He's holding the parchment in one hand, holding the pipe in the other, and he's like puffing on it. Just puffing on this, and smoke just kind of pours out around him as he's reading through this. And he just kind of ponders for a moment as he's reading through. What do you guys do in the meantime while he's reading?
We're discussing in chat.
Nobody remembers who has the grimoire.
Conry does.
Oh boy. Whoops. So while you guys are having this conversation, I come back. I got tired of looking for a well, so I caught a rabbit, and I have it in the fishing net. And I'm like, look, I went fishing. I caught a rabbit fish.
A rabbit fish.
Hey, Conry.
Hey, what's going on here?
Half of my looks at you and I was just asking the group if you guys were able to track down the bandits who stole my grimoire.
You know, it is the strangest thing. We went looking for these bandits, and we found these skeletons that were like barricading a road, and
Why would they do that?
Fiercely. I don't know. They said they were guarding against it. Anywho, we slayed these evil entities, and wouldn't you know, we found your book. They must have killed the bandits. They must have done the work for us. But your book is in perfect condition.
Oh, that's it. That's my grimoire.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, if it smells anything like undead, that's why.
That's so great to have it back. Look at, I would like you to make a bluff check for me, Conry.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea. Oh shit! What have I done?
Oh, it succeeds! Look at that!
He's so excited, he believes.
He is so he's so excited that he has his grimoire back in his hands that he doesn't even think anything of it, and he grabs it. Oh, it doesn't smell of undead at all. It smells just how I remember. Oh, I love the smell of its pages. Oh, and he hugs it.
You can also see on Connery's face is the same face as me. Surprising, I succeeded in that role. He believed me.
And Dran kind of looks and he's looking at this letter. Like, yes, I see Master Tetsu is in need of my assistance. Unfortunately, I don't know if I know anything other than what that would be of any value of what he has written here. It's been a long time since I've been on the road.
You could always accompany us, sit in our wagon, and we will gladly chariot you away to this wonderful waterfall scenic cave.
I've been meaning to take a vacation.
You may even get to meet you.
You could meet you. You. Not you, but you.
Who is you?
No, not you. You.
Kalska fully face palms in front of them, just like this.
You don't know you?
You is
Swan Maiden.
The name of Tetsu's friend.
You've met a Swan Maiden?
We saved her.
No, you didn't meet the Swan Maiden. We met the Swan Maiden. You is the Swan Maiden. You is.
You is the Swan Maiden.
Kalska goes and lays down in the cart.
I believe the proper conjugation of that verb is are.
You are. Wait, no, that's not right.
Her name was you.
You've met a
glorious.
swan maiden named you. Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
must
you
say,
got it.
in all of my days, I have never met one of such.
It was a blessing. I must say, magnificent.
Oh, you know, it's been a long time since I've been an adventurer as such, but if you're offering me the safety and comfort of a wagon trip and a beautiful landscape waterfall view with potential of meeting a swan maiden, so I'll pack my bags.
I like the way Michael threw in safe trip.
Yeah.
Be safe. You have my word.
Clearly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you think you'll be able to help Mr. Tetsu?
To be honest, to numeral, I don't know. But Master Tetsu is a great friend of mine. I will do what I can.
He might teach me elementalism if we all come back.
Oh, you would be wise to do such a thing. Master Tetsu is quite a teacher.
He is quite skilled.
Perhaps a little hesitant to teach, but
Oh. Yes,
I imagine there's a story there.
there was an incident.
An incident?
Yeah, one of his students, late in his years, of course, tried to use the magic that they learned from Master Tetsu to kill him.
Oh my.
Yes.
Perhaps you feel like telling us more about this along our magical wagon ride to Oracle Cave. Eve?
Perhaps I could. I'm going to be honest. I don't know a whole lot. I just know the basic. Master Tetsu was quite... let's just say he was tight-lipped about the situation. I think he holds a lot of regret inside. And is afraid to admit that he might have been wrong to trust the individual in the first place.
I know how that is.
Drana?
Yeah, you can't trust some people.
Janeth, I have a question. And maybe you can tell us more about the story on the trip.
Yes.
Do you know the name of the student that did that to Tetsu? Just in case we run across them on the road, I kind of want to shank them with my knife.
Wow. Violence is not the answer.
It's always the answer. I killed a slime. Back off.
I do. The student's name was Osbjorn. Apparently after the incident, he fled and disappeared.
Wow.
Giggles, because sometimes this works for me. Does that name ring any bells? I have to try.
I have a unique set of skills.
I don't even think you're going to be able to make a roll on this, because this would be something that you wouldn't have any clue about. Like, even with studies, like, this isn't something that's going to be in, like, a book or...
Kalska just thinks everything relates back to the story she was told.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be found in a certain duck merchant's ledger.
No, it's my first time in Misty Vale.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, he probably wouldn't have any record of this.
I tried.
Good, good thinking.
I'm reaching.
Well, that's unfortunate for Mr. Tetsu. I can see why he'd be hesitant to train strangers after that, but I hope we can prove to him that we're pretty good people. I mean, you trust us, and look at all the great training I've had from you and Haframal.
Well, yeah. Currently, we were talking about Haframal's eyes. He didn't.
Yes. What is the matter with his eyes? Would Numeral know what from looking at him? What that causes that?
Wood to numeral, no. Let's see. Go ahead.
Which is something I probably should have asked months ago. I should know.
What's up with the eye? You know, all these answers, I think, couldn't we get them from to numeral, like poking into somebody's mind?
Technically, you could probably. Just make a roll against your will for me. To
Time
numeral.
to go fishing.
Oh, that's a fail.
You probably don't know anything about what's causing his eyes to be like this.
Which makes sense because if I may have said something when we first met him. If I did.
Dragonbane, he kind of looks at you guys. He's going, well, we've kind of narrowed it down to a couple of things. Perhaps the plants that he's been around for quite a long time has caused his eyes to turn in this way. It also could have been just the corrupted nature of the landscape that he was around. He did say something about these massive blueberries that cause people to get sick at times.
Oh, but they were so delicious.
What blueberries?
Yes, the
Good
whole
times.
the whole temple seemed to be infected with demonic energy from the portal.
Yeah, perhaps some of that demonic energy was having an effect on not only the plant life around the area, but also the other living organisms and creatures around.
Question.
Terrifying.
Are we still in outskirt, or have we started rolling and we're discussing?
I
this
would say
along
you're
the
still
way?
at Half-a-Miles.
Still now.
Yeah,
I'm still in Half-a-Mile.
we're still with Half-a-Mile and
Andreas.
Dragonbane. Yeah,
Okay.
right in front of his little hut, number 9 there on the map.
Do you feel any differently, Half-a-Mile, after spending so much time there?
No,
or just in your eyes?
I mean, I feel the same. I was not convinced that anything was wrong with my eyes this whole time. People kept on saying things to me, but Dragonbane was the one who helped me, and he's been helping to study, and I've been just talking to him about my experiences, and he's been helping me to try to figure out if there's any potential cure for it, or if I can be healed from it, but so far we've come up with nothing.
Do you feel any different now that you've left that place for a couple weeks?
Well, I feel a lot, let's just say I feel poor, because I've lost my business. But I'm trying to figure out another route. Dragonbane is helping me to find another way of creating some business for myself here in the town. I just need to find something that isn't accounted for yet, and perhaps I can make a profit from it.
I do have a suggestion in that field.
What would your suggestion be, Connery? I'm all ears.
Well, we have recently formed a somewhat of a peace treaty, ceasefire alliance, so to speak, with a group of goblins to the south. Never eat shredded wheat. West, and you could assist in commerce between the two, between the outskirt and them, as a trader, so to speak. Not a traitor, but a trader.
Okay.
Sliding.
I mean, it sounds alright. I'm not a huge fan of goblins and the like, but
I'm sure they're not a huge fan of you either.
It might be something worth looking into. It's a good suggestion.
Keep it in the back pocket, yeah.
It's the best I've got so far. So
Should we go to the tavern before we head out?
I think you're muted there, Matt.
I don't believe it couldn't hurt. Have a nice meal. give Dranith and Huffam a little more time to speak. We can get a meal together and
I'm
get some
gonna
rest before we head back out.
I'm gonna continue trying to stock up on some rations while you guys do your tavern hopping.
Connery, do you want us to bring you any meat from the tavern?
No, I'm trying to somehow roll good on a D6 and get, a decent amount of rations instead of a squirrel or a rabbit.
Okay.
Okay, so Connery's gonna go out doing some hunting and fishing while you guys go to the tavern.
Geyer's going to try to hang to the back a little bit as everyone starts to walk away without being noticed.
Okay.
And what is Huffmal doing as Dranith is going in and starting to get his supplies and whatnot?
He looks like he's just kind of hanging out there. He's just smoking his pipe.
Okay. Guy's going to wait until the rest of the group gets a little ways away from him.
Okay.
Then I'll go over and have him out. Do you have a few moments to talk?
Of course. I mean, I've just kind of here in town, just biding my time, trying to figure out what to do. As in another scene, Connery grabs another squirrel.
Seems to be distracted as he knows something's happening.
You just hear a random wolf howl in the background.
Everybody stops, looks for a moment, and looks back.
Geyer's going to go into his pouch and say, I can't help but feel at least a bit responsible for the problems with your financial situation. And is going to hold his hand out to him.
He holds his hand out.
And give him 10 gold.
Oh, how generous of you.
Well, that serves twofold. It's one, as our group was at least partially responsible for disturbing the cultists in there, which ended with the unfortunate problem with your plants. But as a second point, that the reason I waited is the group that I travel with is not fully aware of everything. I have had a rather strong distrust of magic. It was not bandits that stole your book. It was me.
Get the kids on the bag.
When we found the undead, they were old guardians of something. They were set to kill rebels. It seemed as a convenient time to have be located. I have since been educated a bit in my travels with your friend Tenumeral, and have been working to overcome my fear. But while Connery and the others are not all aware of the truth, I did say that amends would be made to any that have been wronged, so my apologies to you.
I would like you...
Michael on the spot.
Roll persuasion for me.
Okay. Success.
Okay. He kind of looks at you. He holding his grimoire tightly, like looking down at it as you were telling him that you were the one who stole it because of your distrust of magic and your curiosity. And he... This book is very important to me. It's been with me for quite many years. It holds the secret to my power, to my ability to be able to harness this magic. takes many years to learn how to do it. And apparently, the cat has traveled all the way from the Misty Falls to turn everybody's weapons into magical weapons in this game. He's like,
It's a squirrel.
It's another squirrel. He's looks at the book and he's like, but I do. There are many that question magic. There are many that distrust it. I don't
hear you.
she's mad for some reason. I don't know what. It's like, I hope that one day that you will fully trust it.
Our friend Tenumal is working wonders with me on that portion of it. And that is part of why it was important to me that you know the truth that I have, as I said, that not everyone is fully aware of.
Well, he kind of looks back at his own grimoire and he reaches out the hand of the pouch that you had given him. I want you to take this back and use it to buy your own. I think then you'll start to understand its importance. Make it your own.
So I'll just sort of look down and I truly do not know what to say. Other than apologies. And thank you.
I will warn you, it's going to be a quite bit more than that.
I'm sure I'll find some way to come up with the funds.
Hey, you have a deposit.
Thanks to you.
Well, safe travels.
Would you care to join us for dinner? My treat.
Of course! I'm broke! He seems to gather some of his things as he's just traveling around and starts to make his way with you if you guys just start leading your way if you start heading towards the inn with the rest of your group.
Yeah, starting to run up and catch up with everyone.
All right, so you guys all make your way to the inn, and I think that's a great spot for us to end our episode of Dragonbane, Secret of the Dragon Emperor tonight. So
Connery enters the tavern holding a squirrel.
Very...